Welcome to this Premium Explainer. Today, we're diving into an absolutely fundamental pillar of modern hospitality management. We're talking about labor law, and specifically, how it dictates that crucial balance of rights and obligations within our industry. Because whether you're stepping into a breathtaking luxury lobby, managing a bustling front desk, or strategizing in a sophisticated revenue office, understanding this legal framework is really the bedrock of your success as a future leader.
Hello and welcome. I am a hotel AI expert with extensive experience in modern hospitality operations and performance support. I am pleased to welcome all students of Europe Hotel School to your online learning journey. We look forward to supporting your professional growth in the hospitality industry. Now, this explainer is designed strictly for hospitality students and professionals who are looking for practical, high-level knowledge that aligns perfectly with real-world hotel operations.
To get us there, we have a clear roadmap for today. We'll cover 6 key areas. First, the foundation of trust. Second, employer rights and duties. Third, employee rights and duties. Fourth, shared health and safety. Fifth, balance and fair grievances. And finally, number 6, employment as a partnership. So let's jump right into Section 1, the foundation of trust. There's a major paradigm shift we need to embrace here. A lot of the time, we tend to think of the law as just a shield, right? Something you use simply to keep the hotel out of trouble. But the educational frameworks at Europe Hotel School London emphasize something much deeper. Legal compliance is not merely defensive. Actually, it's the absolute foundation of a positive workplace culture. Think about it. In hospitality, your service quality depends entirely on the mutual trust between management and staff. You just cannot build a world-class guest experience on a foundation of operational anxiety. Truly understanding labor law is what builds that essential rock-solid trust. Moving on to Section 2, employer rights and duties.
Okay, so as an employer, you hold some very clear operational rights. You manage the business. You set rigorous performance standards. You schedule the work, supervise your team, and yes, you take disciplinary action when necessary. You are in charge. But, and this is a big but, those rights are inextricably bound to your non-negotiable obligations. You absolutely must pay wages on time. You must provide a workplace that is physically and psychologically safe, and you have to treat all employees with absolute fairness. It's a scale. Your power to direct the hotel's operations is legally and ethically balanced by your strict responsibility to care for the people who are actually executing your vision.
Let's flip the coin and look at Section 3, employee rights and duties. Labor law ensures that employee rights are protected. We're talking guaranteed fair pay, reasonable working hours, mandatory rest periods, and crucially, a workplace completely free from discrimination and harassment. In the high-pressure environment of hospitality, where junior staff can sometimes feel a bit vulnerable, these protections are paramount. But it's a two-way street. In exchange for these protections, employees have strict obligations too. They must perform their duties competently, follow your lawful instructions, respect hotel policies, and act with total honesty. And in our world, that vitally includes protecting the hotel's interests and maintaining strict guest confidentiality. The law steps in to support these obligations while making sure your expectations as a manager always remain reasonable.
Which brings us nicely to Section 4, shared health and safety.
Now, health and safety perfectly captures this reciprocal nature of labor law. On one side, the employer is duty-bound to provide comprehensive safety training and establish safe systems of work. Basically, you provide the tools and the knowledge. In turn, the employee is strictly bound to actually follow those safety procedures. Why does this matter so much in our specific industry? Well, because in a hotel environment, whether you're in a busy kitchen, working on the maintenance team, or standing at the front desk, an accident doesn't just affect the staff, it directly impacts the guests. Shared responsibility here is absolutely critical. Literally, neither side can succeed without the active participation of the other. Let's explore how this impacts operations in Section 5, balance and fair grievances.
Now we get to the real bottom line. Rights related to work-life balance yield massive business value. Labor law formally recognizes the importance of rest, family responsibilities, and mental health. And in an industry where staff turnover can literally cost a single hotel hundreds of thousands of euros annually, compliance is hands down your best retention strategy. When you respect your team's right to rest, you see a massive spike in engagement. When you respect their mental health, you drastically lower that costly turnover. So compliance isn't just a legal checkbox, it's a remarkably powerful retention strategy that yields a direct return on investment.
Of course, operational stability also involves how we handle problems when things go wrong. Disciplinary and grievance procedures follow 3 clear steps that reflect this exact balance. Step 1. As an employer, you have the clear right to address misconduct.
But Step 2 dictates that the employee has the undeniable right to due process, and Step 3 requires conducting a fair, completely impartial hearing. Implementing clear, legally sound procedures reduces workplace conflict dramatically. It demonstrates high-level management professionalism and reassures your entire team that fairness is a systemic reality in your hotel, not just something applied situationally.
Finally, let's zoom out for Section 6, Employment as a Partnership. Ultimately, what labor law really does is structure the employment relationship as a true partnership. It's based on mutual understanding rather than just some rigid hierarchy of power. When both sides, management and staff, truly understand their rights and their obligations, your hotel workplace becomes significantly more stable, efficient, and deeply respectful. Europe Hotel School London consistently promotes this perspective for a very good reason. It is the defining characteristic of elite, modern hospitality leadership. You aren't just directing subordinates. You are managing a living, breathing, legal, and professional partnership.
I want to leave you with a final, provocative thought. As you step into your roles as future hospitality leaders, navigating these luxury environments and leading incredibly diverse teams, will you manage your future teams through a hierarchy of power or through a partnership of mutual respect? The choice you make right there will define your culture, your guest experience, and ultimately, your overall success in this incredible industry. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I wish you the very best on your continued learning journey.